All in, set to go for the first of 10 on Pakenham Cup Day here at Sandown. Ready to run. Rails out 6, track is rated good, lights flashing for the first and they're away, and Raging Fire began well. Molly Ellen on the outside was slow out of the gates. Dash for Cash, the grey began fast and is hustling through with Big Move on its outside, and Charlie's Angel shows pace along the inside as they've settled fully now. Charlie's Angel's on the rail. Dash for Cash and Raging Fire is on their outside in third place. Comically is right behind them holding fourth, and Big Move down on the inside, nearly a length to Palatash, and they're followed by My Fraline, and after a slow beginning, Molly Ellen is 3 lengths away last of all. Charlie's Angels on the inside, Dash for Cash on its outside corner in front of Raging Fire, who's called on to do something down the outside. Big Move is next, followed further back in the field by Palatash, and Comically on the outside. Dash for Cash got to the 250, led by a couple of lengths. Raging Fire has got a job on its hands to peel back this leader. Running on is Palatash, but Dash for Cash well clear for Little Winks. He's about 3 in front. Raging Fire will go under again, and Dash for Cash takes it out, wins it comfortably by 3 lengths. Raging Fire, 4 lengths to Palatash, just holding Molly Ellen, who flew from the tail, and they're followed in then by My Fraline Comically, which weakened out of it. So too did Charlie's Angels, who's finished second to last, and back last of all is Big Move. Peter Maiden. Momentary Madness has drawn well. Braquillo has the inside. Make No Noise stood well. Zalium is standing up well. All clear, and they're away at the 1300 metres, and Miss Kashani a little slow, and Make No Noise got back there too. Hurricane Star first out. Zalium got away quickly, and Loitering moves into third, placing a little wider out very quickly. Moonstrike right behind them fourth, with T-Posit going up on the outside, a length and a half then to Momentary Madness, followed by Mr. Hotshot. Next Cloud Dance on the outside of Braquillo, and then followed by Joffa Denaro. Back behind those horses then He's a Jewel, a length and a half further back in the field. Make No Noise on the inside, followed by Miss Kashani and Jose Legra. 2 to Woosher and about 3 lengths to Zoffa's Boy. With about 650 metres to go, and Loitering drew a neck in front of Hurricane Star with the rail. A length Zalium in the centre, followed then by Momentary Madness over on the inside, and T-Posit is out 3 wide. They're followed by Moonstrike, Mr. Hotshot, and Braquillo ridden along on the inside as they cornered, and then Joffa Denaro, Miss Kashani and Make No Noise down on the inside, and then Cloud Dance. Hurricane Star at the 400 goes through along the inside rail and took the slender lead from Loitering. Momentary Madness following the favourite through along the inside. Zalium wider out, Moonstrike is out very wide, and then came Joffa Denaro trying to get into it, but Hurricane Star at the 150 led from Zalium. Momentary Madness, Mr. Hotshot making ground the outside. Hurricane Star's a length and a half clear though, and Hurricane Star gets the money. Hurricane Star beats Mr. Hotshot, and a half head to Zalium third, then Joffa Denaro. Momentary Madness followed further back by Moonstrike. Just behind those to finish Make No Noise, Cloud Dance, Miss Kashani, followed further back then by Braquillo, Jose Legra, a break T-Posit, and they were trailed by He's a Jewel. Well back in the field is Woosher, trailed by Zoffa's Boy, and Loitering dropped out to finish at the tail of the field. E7, Class 1. Farmer News is the favourite. They're away and racing, and Patilla began very quickly over near the outside, and away quickly too is Realm of Gold down on the inside. Southern Red going forward, looking to be right on the pace, if not leading at the post. A lap to go. Regal Saab moved up to third. Patilla is fourth, a little wider out, followed by Blue Swan and Miss Grosvenor over on the inside. Closely followed by Fully Loaded as they turn out of the straight, then Ultimate Ambition. Farmer News is a lot closer to the pace today. He's about the middle of the pack as they leave the straight. Albajou is next on the outside, trailed closely by Sapphire Grove on the rails, and then Hayu Kataki. Going by the 1600, Joffa Magic is next over on the inside, trailed by Full of Rain, and then came Awaken the Giant, and Sober is last of all. Now in the back, and Patilla's moved up on the outside and put the neck clear at the 1400. Southern Red, who'd gone to the front, allows him to stride and sit second. Ultimate Ambition third on the outside, closely followed in fourth placing by behind these Realm of Gold. A break of 2 lengths, Regal Saab, a half Hayu Kataki. Blue Swan next on the inside, followed by Fully Loaded. A length and a half Miss Grosvenor, and then came Farmer News. 1.5 Sapphire Grove on the inside of Albajou. Another length and a quarter Full of Rain, who's over on the outside. As they go down the back, Joffa Magic is on his inside, and Awaken the Giant and Sabre together at the rear. At the 900, and Ultimate Ambition works to the lead now over Southern Red. Patilla's back third. Hayu Kataki's moving up on the outside now. Fifth behind them is Realm of Gold on the outside of Regal Star, and they're followed then by by Blue Moon on the rails. Going forward is Fully Loaded. Taking off to Farmer News with its run. He's got up to about 6 coming downhill before the turn. Albajou whipping around the outside as Regal Saab loses ground rapidly through the field. Regal Saab and Awaken the Giant are next as they come to the corner. Ultimate Ambition, Hayu Kataki on the outside. Realm of Gold 3 deep. Farmer News, Baldy-faced horses running on well. At the 350, Albajou's coming right down the outside. And then came Patilla and Southern Red. And behind these, Awaken the Giant. Farmer News hit the lead at the 250. Farmer News from Albajou led him by a length and a half. Then came Awaken the Giant and Sapphire Grove. But Farmer News, he's 3 in front. He's holding them comfortably at bay. And Farmer News came away and won it well. Albajou's second. Photo for third is between Joffa Magic and Sapphire Grove. And then came Awaken the Giant. Further back in the field, Ultimate Ambition, followed by Full of Rain. And then came Fully Loaded, followed by Southern Red. A break to Miss Grosvenor and Patilla, who didn't go on. And then Blue Moon, followed by Hayu Kataki, who weakened out of it. Sober towards the tail with Realm of Gold, and Regal Saab dropped out to last. In gate number 2, Studley Royal stood well. Well tried Midnight Smoker the inside. They're away. Studley Royal, he seemed to bound in the air a little bit and he missed it slightly. And away quickly St. Padraig and Midnight Smoker. There's Bone Jolter from the outside going across very quickly, and Trent Bridge goes with him in the centre. Belly Malarkey pushes up. Studley Royal is right behind them. Grand Mirage settling about 5th or 6th as they make their way towards the turn out of the straight now. And there's a good deal of pace on in the early part of the race, with Studley Royal going through and taking over the running now. So Studley Royal led from St. Padraig on the rails behind him. Trent Bridge is wider out, followed by Belly Malarkey. At the 1600, a break of 2 lengths further back to Midnight Smoker on the inside of Chairman. Grand Mirage is 3 wide. 1.5 to Rouge. Another length further back in the field, Give Me Something from Bone Jolter. Then Silver Banjo, 2 to High Metric and Sheridan. About 3 lengths further back in the field is Mega Moon, who's next to last, and last of all is Condition Red. As they go down the back, and Studley Royal on top. It's the top weight at the 1200, leading by 2 lengths. There's Chairman moving up very quickly and wants the front end, finds it down the back now. Third is Trent Bridge. 4th is St. Padraig from Belly Malarkey and Grand Mirage. A length further back, Midnight Smoker, a neck to Rouge. Wonder Bone Jolter tracking out wide near the 1000, followed by Give Me Something and Silver Banjo. 2 lengths High Metric, and then trailed Sheridan in the red colours. 3 lengths to Mega Moon and Condition Red. Chairman the leader for Neville Wilson, coming off the back near the 800, led by 2 lengths to Studley Royal, St. Padraig. Trent Bridge a neck away 4th. They're stringing out a bit here. A couple of lengths, Grand Mirage, Belly Malarkey, 1.5 then to Rouge, followed by Midnight Smoker, Silver Banjo. Going forward then as they came towards the turn, Give Me Something with a run. A break of 3 or 4 lengths to Sheridan, High Metric. Bone Jolter's dropped out, and Mega Moon and Condition Red the last couple. Chairman led. Studley Royal again having a crack at him. Wider out Trent Bridge, and Grand Mirage has come with a burst down the outside. Back behind them is Give Me Something, and Silver Banjo's joined in. Midnight Smoker's getting to the outside, and then Sheridan. It's now Silver Banjo going to the lead from Give Me Something to Rouge next, and then Midnight Smoker. 150 to go. Silver Banjo in front. Silver Banjo now from to Rouge, and further back is Sheridan on the outside and Midnight Smoker, but Silver Banjo came away and won it by a couple of lengths to Rouge second. I think Sheridan will grab third from Midnight Smoker. Give Me Something wilting on the run, followed by Belly Malarkey, a break St. Padraig, followed by Trent Bridge and Mega Moon. Further back in the field then at the head of the others was Condition Red. Grand Mirage dropped out, as did Chairman. A break to High Metric, a long break to Studley Royal, who's finished second last, and Bone Jolter last of all. They're ready. It's been very well tried. Kel Power drawn the outside. Starter has them. Racing. Cal Power began pretty well on the outside, but Picnic Bell and Bush Ball did beat him out in the driving forward. Blue Risker got away quickly towards the inside as well, and Lincoln Road held onto the fence in a prominent position by the 800 metres now, and it's Blue Risker with Bush Ball heading him off. Cal Power there outside, Picnic Bell settling 4th, and Lincoln Road 50 inside. About a length and a half to Sober Thoughts, followed by Shaded End. A long break in the field then to second last is Gold Bay, and a very bad last is Limerick Scene as they swing the corner. Blue Risker the inside, kicked away around the turn from Bush Ball. Cal Power's coming home well. Lincoln Road over on the inside, and next is Picnic Bell and Shaded In. Nearing the 200, Blue Risker by 2.5. Cal Power, riders had to go for the whip there, Barlow. There's not much in the tank at the moment. Down the outside came Shaded In and Picnic Bell. Blue Risker's clear with about 50 to go. He's stopping. Shaded In starting to close. Blue Risker just in front, and I think just fell in. Blue Risker, I think, from Shaded In. Picnic Bell third, and then Lincoln Lincoln Road. Limerick seen making some ground out very wide. Cal Power struggled. He's back in the ruck in company there with Gold Bay towards the end of the field. Sabre Thoughts and Bush Ball. Kinjika just taking a little dive there, and attendant getting in. They're off and racing now. Starter caught them pretty well too. And Aktung began fast near the outside. House of Art, hard ridden. Tavern Bay slips through and goes to the lead in the early part. Away fast is in the early stages Lennon Lover. He's settling about fifth or so. And Rose of Georgia down on the inside. When they settled footy now, Tavern Bay led from Master George. About a length and a half away. Kinjika in third placing. Lennon Lover handily placed fourth. One away from the rail. Rose of Georgia is fifth on the fence. Nearly a half length away then on the outside. Two going forward, House of Art, one Power and Rhythm. About a half to three quarters away, Holiday Haze next on the inside. Is middle of the field, 1,000 to go. One Contend and Hastings, Samasira, followed by Must Relax. And Aktung is a length and a half away at the tail. Master George the leader before they came off the back at the 800. He's out by a length and a quarter. Kinjika running second. Tavern Bay now back third. Followed by House of Art, Linen Lover with the run of the race in fifth placing. A length Power and Rhythm wide out, being followed by Rose of Georgia. 1.5 Holiday Haze on the inside of Contend, then Samasira, Hastings, Must Relax, and last Aktung as they come to the corner. Master George at the 500s going to corner in front. House of Art, hard ridden. Power and Rhythm moved up wide out with a good run. Then Tavern Bay and Linen Lover pulls to the outside with its run, and next is Contend from Holiday Haze at the 300. Power and Rhythm the leader. Linen Lover's given full bore, 2 lengths astern, winding up well. Power and Rhythm got to the 200 in front, but Linen Lover starting to chase him down. Contenders making ground on the outside. Linen Lover at the 100 moved up and took the lead from Power and Rhythm. He drew a neck in front of the favourite, pulls away a good win. Linen Lover beat Power and Rhythm by a length. Contend third, Samasira doing his best work late, followed by Master George, Tavern Bay, Hastings and a break Holiday Haze. Rose of Georgia, Kinjika, followed by Must Relax, Aktung, and last to finish was Our Savat. Ready for the Pakenham Cup. They're ready. Starter eyeing off the field. Surtees the inside stood well. Racing. He jumped okay on the inside. Bellows and you're out reasonably in the middle of the line. Lord of Illusion, Knockrow, Tears Royal, Gold Robe all got away quickly, and Storm Edition is up there as well. As they go through the first 200, Tears Royal working to the lead now. He drew about a half in front of Lord of Illusion with the fence, and Knockrow third, Storm Edition fourth the outside. One Surtees fifth tucked away on the inside, followed by Babetto and Gold Robe. A length and a half to Countdown, Swords Drawn. 2 lengths to Mr. Touchwood, Bellows Signor. Plenty of pace here. 2 lengths further back, Royal Caliph on the inside of Boldly. 3 lengths to Prince Benbara, and Macabeo last by the 1,000 metres, where the New Zealander Lord of Illusion made play by a length and a half. Tears Royal second, Knockrow third on the inside. About 3 quarters to Storm Edition, followed by Babetto and Surtees. Gold Robe around him. A length further back is Swords Drawn, and they're followed then by Bellow Signor over on the outside of Countdown. A length further back is Boldly, Mr. Touchwood, trailed by Royal Caliph, Prince Benbara and Macabeo. Last of the Eat Well, Live Well Pakenham Cup field as they swing the corner at the 500. Lord of Illusion by a length and a half to Tears Royal, and Knockrow's had a beautiful run. Storm Edition next peels out for his run, and then came Babetto and Surtees on the rail, followed by Gold Robe, and then came Bellow Signor given full bore. Lord of Illusion at the 300 in front. Tears Royal starting to answer the challenge. Knockrow over on the inside, battling away. Here comes Bellow Signor and Babetto with a run, but Lord of Illusion still clear 100 out. He has Tears Royal's measure. Babetto and Bellow Signor down the outside, but Lord of Illusion is clear, and Lord of Illusion takes out the cup. Oh, Babetto's broken down. Bellow Signor's got second. Tears Royal has run third. Just behind those then Storm Edition, Knockrow and Gold Robe, followed by Royal Caliph. Prince Benbara making ground, Swords Drawn and Boldly next, followed further back by Surtees, who didn't go on with it. In behind those to finish in the race, a Countdown, Macabeo and Mr. And Red Aquila was one of the first to bound out. Drusilla got out fast and away quickly too. Gala Snip is pushing through between those two horses. Close handy to them, Blue Gold Bay. But Gala Snip took up the running at the 1200. Red Aquila second. Drusilla third on the inside. Blue Gold Bay is in fourth placing with Harabella, wanting to pull a bit and proving outside it now. Then came our Carpstead over on the inside. A length and a half to Smites' Power at the 1000. Classic Prince 3 quarters away. Count Virgo on the rail, followed by Sunny Bridge. Couple of lengths then to Star Starbidder and Tie Bark, and last of all is Sophie's Rule. Arabella shot clear at the turn at the 800, led by 3 lengths. Red Aquila with Dursilla on his outside. Gala Snippers a length away fourth, 2 lengths to Blue Gold Bay. Another 2 lengths our Carpstead over on the rails, followed by Smites' Power, Classic Prince and Sunny Bridge. 2 lengths to Count Virgo and Starbidder, and another 2 lengths to Tie Bark and Sophie's Rule as they corner Arabella at the 450 after a mid-race move, cornered by 2 lengths to Dursilla and Red Aquila. Gala Snip over on the inside, and then came Blue Gold Bay and our Carpstead. Smites' Power behind these. He spots the leader 8 near the 300. Arabella by a couple of lengths now to Red Aquila, giving chase with Dursilla, and a break to Starbidder starting to come home well. Arabella being tackled by Red Aquila at the 100, and Starbidder making ground, but Red Aquila's hit the lead. Starbidder continues to come home, but Red Aquila in front, and Red Aquila beats Starbidder a half length. Arabella's run third. A gap to Classic Prince was a good first up run. Tie Bark, Sophie's Rule and Sunny Bridge in that bunch of horses, with a break behind those to Blue Gold Bay, Count Virgo, Gala Snip, Dursilla. Smites' Power did nothing in the run home and beat only our Carpstead to the line. They're ready. Scenic Talk the inside, often racing. Aggie's Heart dropped to the tail soon after the jump. Recce, Dapper Zap on the straight. Troubadour, Keeper all began okay, with Fruit and Veg just on the outside of these horses. Now, as they settle down, it's Recce narrowly. Scenic Talk retained the fence. Dapper Zap moving to third on the straight. Eases back a little and sits fourth within 3 of the leader. Fruit and Veg is fifth the outside, and then Our Heritage closely followed by Keeper, and then Troubadour, who's racing 3 deep in the orange colours. A length and a half, Yakina Bay. A neck away then came Merlin's Law in the centre, and Aggie's Heart on the rail, and they're followed by Blue Murder outside Ancient City. Running downhill towards the turn, Recce in front today by Nectar Dapper Zap. Just behind them, Scenic Talk and Fruit and Veg. On the straight, a handy fifth from Troubadour. Next is Keep on the outside from Our Heritage, and then came Merlin's Law, followed by Yakina Bay. Well back is Aggie's Heart, Blue Murder and Ancient City. Recce set sail for the run in, led by a length and a half to Dapper Zap, Scenic Talk, and on the straight. Now Keeper's getting into the clear and starting to launch his challenge. He's coming hard. Dapper Zap hit the front from Recce, but Keeper's winding up powerfully at the 200 metres. He's raced to the lead. On the straight, can't rally. Keeper's drawn about a half length in front of Dapper Zap, who can't go with Keeper, and first up he's coming away, and very impressive. Keeper by a length and a half to Dapper Zap on the straight, 3 lengths back third from Merlin's Law, Scenic Talk, and then Ancient City running on okay from Yakina Bay. Blue Murder followed by Troubadour. Our Heritage, Aggie's Heart as well back. Recce folding right up in the run home, and Fruit and Veg on the outside began okay. Jones Prophet was away okay towards the outside as well, and Tina's Crown jumped out fast down on the inside. In the early stages of the race, Lord Grable is prominent, and so is Red Rourke, and it's Jones Prophet racing up to go to the lead now as they come to the 200 the first time. Jones Prophet crossing over to the rails in front. Adrenaline pushed along to get up into second placing, travelling wide at the moment. My Banderas next, and they're closely followed then by Red Rourke, who wants to pull a little there in fourth placing. Tina's Crown on the fence. They're followed by Alabar moving up outside Whittington. Behind these is Kingston Campbell on the rail. About a length and a half to Lord Grable. Faithful for Lou is a good way back turning out of the straight, followed by Rami's Power. And as they swing out of the bend, Missing Check towards the tail from Great Grades and Big Zappers last of all. Adrenaline had found the lead at the 1600 metres, but Alabar's moving up on the outside and wants to take him on and will slide to the lead. So it's Alabar now taking over the running. He's out by a length and a half to Adrenaline. My Banderas is on his outside. A break of about 2 or 3 lengths further back, Jones Prophet and Whittington together. A length and a half to Red Rourke. Tina's Crown ahead away on the inside. Couple of lengths then Kingston Campbell, Lord Grable. 1.5 then to Faithful Faloo on the outside of Big Zap. A break of 3 lengths Rami's Power, Missing Check, and Great Grades at the 1100 metres. Alabar on top, running down the back straight. He's about 2.5 lengths clear. He lobbed along in the head of affairs in advance of My Banderas and Adrenaline over on the rails in third placing. Jones Prophet 2 lengths back fourth, the inside of Whittington, and then came Tina's Crown, followed by Red Rourke. A couple of lengths then Lord Grable over on the outside. Kingston Campbell in the all white. Back behind them as they make the run at the 800 metres to Big Zap on the rails from Faithful Faloo. Rami's Power commences a run. Great Grades next to last, and Missing Check was last as they sail downhill. And up towards the 600, Alabar by a length and a half to My Banderas. Adrenaline the inside. Jones Prophet hooked out as making ground now, and Tina's Crown has worked into the the race. She's got up right behind them. Fourth is A Corner. Then Red Rourke and Rami's Power running on from well back. Jones Prophet led round the home turn. Tina's Crown easing over his heels. She's about to issue her threat. Then Alabar battling away well on the inside from Kingston Campbell. And then Lord Grable making ground, but it's Tina's Crown now racing up on the outside to go to the lead from Jones Prophet. They're in front of Alabar. Lord Grable's coming home. Tina's Crown just in advance of Jones Prophet. Lord Grable the outside, but Tina's Crown draws away, and Tina's Crown won it well on the post to Jones Prophet. Either Lord Grable or Alabar for third. It's a photo there. Kingston Campbell next from Rami's Power, Adrenaline, and then came Great Grades. Red Rourke, a break behind them to Big Zap, followed by My Banderas, who weakened out of it. Missing Check never came into it. Whittington towards the tail end.